Good morning, everybody. Today is lesson number 104. We honor you guys for listening to us from all of our hearts. Thank you very much. It gives us life when we're able to share the Chofetz Chaim wisdom with everybody. Yesterday we learned that if you speak about somebody, not only you pass on Zachor et asher asa lecha Miriam, you should remember also the positive commandments. You should remember what Hashem did to Miriam, the Neviah, the prophet. What Hashem did to Miriam and Neviah. He gave her leprosy, and she was healed after 7 days being outside of the camp. And I think Moshe Rabbeinu also had to spit on her face for humiliation, because you can see here that humiliation is an atonement. Hashem commanded Moshe Rabbeinu to spit on her face, if I remember correctly. So you can see here, this is a source that the humiliation is an atonement. If a person knew that he's being humiliated, he's being forgiven for his sins, he would run to find for humiliations, because if he's a man of truth, he will run to have humiliations too, in order to be able to make it a teshuva and clean himself in front of Hashem. Then we said that if you also continue and you judge the person negatively, you also pass on ve'afta lecha kamocha. You pass on the positive commandments of you love others, you love yourself, ve'afta lecha kamocha. And now the Chofetz Chaim is going to bring us another issue, another sin, another aveira that the person passes if he continues. So in the beginning he said it's a spy. If you reveal a secret, you're a spy, and if you continue, then you're passing also you love others as you love yourself. And then also, I'm sorry, the Chofetz Chaim also, like we said, they warned us about be careful what Miriam and Neviah was punished with the leprosy. And then you love others as you love yourself. And now we are reaching Halacha Gimel in Ilchot Lashon Hara, in the laws of Lashon Hara. We just say it again. This due to do with elevation of all the neshamas, the aliyot neshama, all the people we usually mention their names. We're going to save time right now. All Niklal Israel, all the Refuah Shlema to all the people in Klal Israel, Refuah Shlema, that we didn't, from the short time, we didn't want to spend time. We wanted to start the lesson immediately. So Halacha Gimel in Chofetz Chaim Ilchot Lashon Hara, page Lamed-Chet, the Hebrew version. Chofetz Chaim says the following: Halacha Gimel, ולפעמים עובר נביא במצוות עשה וצדק תשפוט עמיתך. Sometimes a person, when he's speaking Lashon Hara, not only passes you love others as you love yourself, not only passes remember what I did to Miriam and Neviah, not only you passing that you're a spy, if you're opening up a secret that somebody told you separately meaning one-on-one, you're also passing on another love, another issue, מצוות עשה מדאורייתא, בצדק תשפוט עמיתך, ויקרא י"ט פסוק ט"ו, from the book of Vayikra, chapter י"ט, verse 2, tet vav. Today is Tu B'Av. Today is the day of love. Today is the day of unity. That Hashem, we should remember that and stay united in all Klal Israel. So בצדק תשפוט עמיתך is you should judge everyone favorably. You have or actually you should judge everyone with the judgment of the Torah, meaning you should not be biased. That's what it means. Biased. It should not be corrupt. You should not be biased. If a person did something to you, and the face to judge it is on the way of the Torah in a certain way, don't twist the truth and say, and because of your personal agendas, twist the Torah. You have to judge a person favorably. In some cases, sometimes you have to go with mercy, but in this case, בצדק תשפוט עמיתך, כגון שראה את חברו שדיבר או עשה מעשה, כגון, give an example, the Chofetz Chaim. You saw your friend doing an aveira. You saw your friend spoke something or did something. ויש בדבר הזה לשופטו לצד הטוב, and in his action you are able to judge him favorably, ולצד הזכות או להופכו, and you are able to judge him favorably and give him a merit, or you are able to give him a negative explanation to what he said or to his action, right? You're able to explain it in a negative way or a positive way. אפילו אם הוא איש בינוני, even if he's a middleman. נתחייבנו מן התורה במצוות עשה. נתחייבנו מן התורה במצוות עשה הזו לדון אותו לכף זכות, even if he's a middleman, meaning he's not a big תלמיד חכם, And he's not a simple person, doesn't know how to pray. He knows how to pray. Simple man. He works, he prays, he knows medium Torah. He's a middle person, not a big Talmid Chacham, but not Am Haaretz, not somebody who doesn't know anything. Even in that case, that he's a simple person, we are obligated from the Torah. נתחייבנו, חייב in Hebrew זה או. We are obligated from the Torah. במצוות עשה, we are obligated in a form of positive commandments to judge him favorably whenever there's two options. So בצדק תשפוט עמיתך, צדק is the word of din, judgment. But בצדק תשפוט עמיתך, Hashem says in the eye of a judgment you should judge your friends, meaning what's my judgment, says Hashem, my judgment always leans to the merit side. I always naturally try to give merit, and I'm patient. You should do the same. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you want to become bonded with me? You want to glue to me? You want to have dveikus in me? Simple. In Ruchnius, there's no physicality. You cannot say a book is similar to a book, a table is similar to a table. So what you do in Ruchnius, in Ruchaniyut, you glue, you bond to the midos, to the character traits, sort of speak of Hashem traits. Hashem doesn't have character traits. He is the source of all the traits. He's infinite, because a trait is limited. Hashem is not limited, but just as Hashem is merciful, you should be merciful. Just as Hashem is pitiful, you should be pitiful. Rahman, Chanun, Verachum. Just as Hashem is jealous also, you can be jealous also. Sometimes if you want to bring the honor of the Torah up, just like Hashem, observe the honor of the Torah. Chofetz Chaim continues, ואם הוא איש ירא אלוקים, and if he's a person that have יראת שמיים, מה זה יראת שמיים? יראת שמיים, that is a person that everything that happens, he believes it's from Hashem. Everything that happens in his life, he's got good traits. He understands mostly that everything is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He understands that the Hashem have intervention and guidance in every single thing that happens in his life. He understands that there's a wind in the tree, and there's 200 leaves falls down, and there's the other 10,000 leaves remains on the tree. You understand that there's an angel that tells those this specific 200 leaves to fall down. That's what the Torah says. Chachamim says in the Gemara, in other books, that there is an ashgacha, there is intervention, there is guidance on anything in the world. Even the leaves that fall from the tree, Hashem tells them, you're going to fall, you're not going to fall. Even the seeds, you plant 1,000 seeds and 2 of them don't plant, or only 2 plants, Hashem told these two seeds to open up. How you call it? To flourish.
To blossom, flourish.
To blossom. So, and Chofetz Chaim says, if the person is ירא אלוקים, he has יראת שמיים. נתחייבנו, so we said, the earth of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if he reached this level, נתחייבנו לדון אותו לכף זכות, גם כי קרוב ונוטה יותר הדבר לכף חובה מלכף זכות. If a person have יראת שמיים, they have fear of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even if it's 98% negative and 2% positive, you're supposed to judge him. I'm not sure if the percentage is right, maybe 70% negative and 30% positive, you're supposed to judge him favorably. Excuse me. Chofetz Chaim continues, ומי שהולך ומספר בגנות עבור הדיבור הזה, ומי שהולך ומספר בגנותו עבור הדיבור הזה, and a person that goes and judges his friend negatively, a person who have יראת שמיים, that's supposed to judge him favorably, and he judges him negatively, and he speaks about this negative thing that this friend does, even though he's supposed to judge him a little bit favorably, או המעשה הזה שעשה, or the action that he did, או המקבל שנתחזק אצלו לגנות עבור זה ששמע עליו. That's a serious, and that's how you say in English, a game changer. We understand if he speaks negatively and you judge him, if the guy says something and you judge him negatively, you pass on that. בצדק שפוט עמיתך, you pass on the love of, you should judge your friends with the בצדק, in a righteous, with the judgment of the Torah. Meaning, in the way of the Torah, you should always lean toward the merit and not toward the negative judgment Always turn the positive. That's the way of the Torah. So if he speaks something negative or do something negative and you judge him and you speak about it and you tell people, or while you saw the action while you heard what he told you, or while you saw what he did, you translate into a negative action, you put it into your mind or heart and you said, this is on the draw of negative action about this person, ולא דן אותו לכף זכות, and you didn't judge him favorably, you already passing on, עובר במצווה עשה זו, you passing on this mitzvah. Wow. So you told me something now, and I was tired, I didn't really focus there. I'm supposed to judge you, I'm supposed to charge you positively. And you speak, and while you're speaking, בוקר טוב צדיק, so such a simcha to see you. So you speak to a friend, and you speak to a friend, I speak to you, and I tell you something, this is a chidush, because if I speak negative, okay, you judge me negatively, and which is wrong, but let's say you did. If I did something negative, and you say about it, I understand what the weakness is said. If I do something negative and you tell somebody else, and I might forgive you because I did something negative, but look what Hashem does. I tell you something that might sound negative, or I do something that might sound negative, and you enters in your heart that this is a negative action, you pass already on the mitzvah b'tzei tishpot amitecha, just by accepting it. Meaning a person have a stage. The stage is his comprehension level. Okay? Something plays on the stage. That's his comprehension level, the masach. If a person takes it in and writes it on the menu on his heart that this was a negative action, he passed on b'tzei tishpot amitecha. Even before he did anything. The minute he accepted, that's a chidush. It's a big chidush. If a person does something and a person has yirat shamayim, or is a person benoini, and I put it into my heart and I categorize it, this is the word I was trying to do. I categorize the action that the person did. I categorize the action that the person did, and I categorize it as a negative action. Already I pass in betzedek tishpot amitecha because I put it in my heart and in my head, in my heart, as a negative action. What a control you need. And this is not to be a chassid. This is regular. This is din Torah. So all the time you need to be focused. My mind need to be clean. My mind need to be positive about other people. Amini Rabbanim, kama kol hazman tzoakim all the time are saying, be positive. Be nice, merciful with your kids. Nice, merciful with your wife. Your wife should be merciful with you. All the time, judge favorably. Because you know what? If you judge negatively, it's only a question of time until you will explode on somebody. Excuse me. Big chidush. So it's not only if you spoke to me and I speak about your negative speak or about negative action to another person. That's okay. I understand why Hashem doesn't like that. If you hear me and you accept in your heart, you categorize this, because we always do this. We listen, we input, and we categorize. If you categorize what I told you as a negative draw and a negative file, that's already passing on that. Why are you doing that? Okay, I did something. Let's say today I prayed, example, let's say I prayed today longer than regular. I prayed. People had to wait for me. And you put in your mind, you just watched me, you put in your mind, he's pretending he's a prophet. What happened now? He's praying longer than the Rav, or what happened? When you do that, you're passing on betzedek tishpot amitecha. Simple, pashut. We'll continue. There's a lot of Be'er Mayim Chaim here. Be'er Mayim Chaim is the explanation that Chofetz Chaim, Rav Shalom, brings. Zchuto yagin al amen. He brings of how he derived this halachas. He brings the whole malach. Usually when we get stuck, we look at it. I will look at it a little bit later, Bezrat Hashem. Beli neder. If there's something that we said not correct, we can correct it in the next shiur. But this so far, in our humble opinion, is understand and it's clear. Chofetz Chaim will touch halacha Dalet because we have another maybe 2 minutes. We'll touch halacha Dalet just to give us a feeling of what's next. The next halacha is ואם על ידי סיפורו על לשון הרע או הרכילות השפיל את חברו, in addition to what you told other people about your friend negative speak or negative action, you also put his friend down, you also put your friend down, או שאיבד מחייתו על ידי זה, or you made him less on his business. Person did the kitchen for you. The person did the painting for you. We'll use the painting. I don't know anybody painter in our community. Person did the painting for you. Not like there's a kitchen, there's a problem, but I just, it's better not to say professional that you know somebody. Baruch Hashem, the kitchen cabinet makers are excellent. So a person painted your house, and there was a few scratches, and you could have judged him favorably that he didn't see it, he didn't oversee his work that he did that. You go and tell people. So over that, you also, so Chofetz Chaim says that if you did that and you told a few scratches on the paint, from the action that your friend did, his work, his quality, and by that you put him down because you told the other person didn't ask you how is Moshe as a painter, is he good? You just told him you had urge, desire to say that. And if you put him down, which you did, because you put his business down, you put his name down, or if you made him lose a living, you did make him lose a living. If the other person, or you might, if the other person here, oh, so it's not such a good painter. You know, it's all about commercials. You know, when they put commercial, they show you a good food, a good steak. You don't know, and you want to eat the steak. If they tell you something negative about another guy, oh, this painter did some scratches to this guy. I'm going to keep it in my mind. Next time, without even noticing, you're going to call another painter. That's how it works, subconscious. We make a decision, we categorize it, and our protection system run away from danger. That's how we work. We have a natural psychological state to run away from danger. Go to pleasure, or run away from dangers. So when we categorize something negative, immediately we want to remote from it. So says Chofetz Chaim, ואם על ידי סיפור הלשון הרע, או הרכילות השפיל את חברו שאיבד מחייתו על ידי זה, and if by saying לשון הרע, or רכילוס, לשון הרע is something negative. רכילוס is something you tell a friend, and that will cause hatred between the two people, and you might even know, even if you don't know, but you know that they have some kind of argument, let's say, it's very severe, but even if you don't know, it will cause between separation or jealousy, that's רכילוס. Or, if by saying לשון הרע או רכילות, השפיל את חברו, you put your friend down, your honor down, or שאיבד, not even in front of him, even not in front of him, or שאיבד מחייתו על ידי זה, or your friend lost a little bit money, a little bit name on it, he's losing his earnings because you hurt his name a little bit. You just said that he had some scratches in the living room. I don't know what happened to him. What you saying that? I don't know what happened. Even if you say it in a nice way, it doesn't matter. You still cause him a loss. כגון, you should have called him and asked him, maybe your workers forgot it, can you please take care of it again? Or ask him 3 times, give him a chance. כגון שבפני, חפץ חיים says, give an example, כגון שבפני רוע לבבו פרסם את חברו שאינו איש מהימן. From his wicked heart, that's what Chofetz Chaim says. From his wicked heart, he advertised on his friend that he's not a loyal person, he's not a trustworthy person. או אם הוא בעל מלאכה הוא פרסם עליו שאינו ראוי למלאכה, או if he's a painter, or he's a working man, he has a business, he advertised on him that he's not such a good painter, he's not such a good plumber, he's not such a good בעל מקצוע, a man of profession, וכל כיוצא בה, and anything that goes out about this nature, says החפץ חיים, עובר גם כן על מצוות עשה, he also pass על מצוות עשה, שנאמר, and this is the עבירה, שנאמר, בספר ויקרא כ"ה, פסוק ל"ה, ותושב וחי עמך, ונאמר, look what's the connection, it says, גר ותושב וחי עמך, you should let a fellow Jew, or anybody who is favorable to our nation, or a fellow Jew, let's say, or even a ger, the person who was converted, to be alive and to stay with you, and to be alive. שנאמר over there in פסוק ל"ו, וחי, שנאמר וחי, we need to go. וחי אחיך עמך. We'll end up here. בעזרת השם, wish everybody a wonderful day. All the short, all the brachot. Everybody should have nachat with their kids. We have to finish because we have to go to pray. Everybody have a wonderful day. This year to be the elevation of the soul of all the people who passed away in the Holocaust, and all people who have nobody to say condition them. בעזרת השם, we wish everybody a wonderful and a good day. Thank you. Go to.